Overcoming the imposter syndrome for good. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Mind Engineering Community. Here, Tommy Walker, the host, sharing with you insight and tools that can help you start making changes for your business inside out. And what do I mean with that is first, we need to work on the inside, mainly with our mindset to understand how our mind works. Why is it that we are doing or not doing the things that we're doing for our business, or not doing the things we need to do for our business to be able to get it off the ground? What I see with a lot of entrepreneurs is that many times they're not being able to get off their head to do what they need to do. And one of the biggest things that I've seen is, in a way, the imposter syndrome. So what is the imposter syndrome? As the word says, imposter syndrome is somebody feels, thinks that they're not at the level they should be, that they're not good enough, that, people might see that they don't deserve to be where they are, they cannot sell whatever they're doing. It's like people start thinking that, imagine a coach, that they don't know enough, they need to learn more, and things like that. I've seen this many times, right? The thing is that the mind is not going to tell you, oh, I have the imposter syndrome. Some people that have done inner work might realize that they're going through imposter syndrome. But what happens to most people is that the mind doesn't tell you, oh, Tommy, you're scared of being seen. You're scared of making a mistake. So don't show up in a live. Don't show yourself, hide or whatever. Well, the mind, what it's going to do is maybe say, oh, you know what? My camera is not good enough yet. My blah, blah, blah. I shouldn't be doing this. Because of this, I should wait a little bit more. I need another certification. I need more of this. I need more experience. I need more marketing. I need more blah. I need a logo. I need. Because the mind doesn't want to accept that it's scared, that it has the imposter syndrome, all those things, because it doesn't want to feel bad about itself. So it looks for surface level reasons, quote unquote, or excuses to see what is going on. So again, it could be that, I'm scared of failing, the imposter syndrome. So I hide myself behind, I'm going to create my entire course and then I'm going to launch it. So now you're creating something that you're not sure if people are going to like it, the way you speak, the way you show up, how you talk about things. You have no idea. But I've come across so many people along these 16 years that they're working in the shadows with their business and they never launch. So it's something always new. Oh, now I need to create a course about leadership. Now I got to create a course about resume, blah. Now I need to create a course about relationship. Now I need to create a course about blah. And they never sold any course yet, but they're reinventing themselves constantly without showing themselves. And that could be because they're facing the imposter syndrome. So now that you understand a bit more the imposter syndrome, how the mind manages the imposter syndrome and not the most effective way, let's talk about the truth in the imposter syndrome. As I like teaching this to the people that I work with to help them with mindset and be able to overcome the different challenges that your business is going to throw at you in a way, right? One of the things that I share with them is that the imposter syndrome is, in a way, the light in the dashboard that is telling you maybe that the truck is sliding, is, maybe skidding or something like that, right? It doesn't mean that you got to stop. It doesn't mean that the car is going to explode. It just means, hey, watch out. So the imposter syndrome is just telling you that you're doing something that you haven't normalized yet, that you don't feel 100% comfortable. Because in most cases, when you were learning how to drive, you felt uncomfortable. You felt that, oh, I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if I'm going to make it. Whatever doubts that might have gone through, you were feeling fear of crashing, fear of not making it, fear of whatever, right? In any situation that you're going through, what happens is the mind starts feeling uncomfortable because you're doing something that you're not used to. So what I tell people is that the imposter syndrome is just the light in the dashboard telling you, hey, be aware, this is something that I don't feel that we have normalized yet. So far, that's it. The response to that is, oh, let's keep practicing so that we can normalize this and we can leave it in the past. Because for most people, once they learn how to drive, they don't have any problems with driving, except maybe they get into a crash, something happens, right? And now they start getting scared again. But once they start doing what they were doing, except something negative happen along the way, they're going to feel comfortable, develop normalizing and feeling really comfortable. And that's normally not going to change again. Except maybe you stop driving for 20, 30 years, 10 years, whatever, each person is unique. And then suddenly you sit in front of the wheel and you're like, oh, darn, right? So the imposter syndrome is the mind telling you that it doesn't feel comfortable. It hasn't normalized what needs to be done. But the more you practice what needs to be done, the more you validate that, hey, feeling scared, I'm feeling the imposter syndrome is normal. It is normal. It's just a light in the dashboard telling you to be aware, to be more conscious of what's going on, but it's not a limitation. It's not a bad thing. A lot of people think that the imposter syndrome is something bad, and now they start fighting it as the enemy, and it's not the enemy. It's like me breaking the dashboard of the car because it lit a light. No, it's not about breaking the dashboard or unplugging the fuse for that light. It's just understanding that, hey, something needs my attention. Something needs more attention than normal because maybe I'm doing something that I'm not used to. Seriously, like this Saturday, I had a presentation. I traveled to the big city because I was hired to offer, I was invited as speaker to an event, and I offered something that I've never done personally in a group setting. And you know what? I felt scared. There was a little bit of the imposter syndrome there. Did I stop doing what I needed to do? Did I freeze? No, because I recognized that it was normal to feel that way. That is okay. And it was just telling me, Tommy, just be aware, just connect with your emotions, navigate through this feeling of fear and imposter syndrome. And I offered an amazing lecture that it was, not that I'm saying that, everybody, most people in there, the people that came to me were telling me that they loved the presentation I did, the meditation I guided them through. And I didn't have it scripted. I just said, I'm going to let it flow through me. And I just said, guided the meditation at that moment. I thought about the idea of the meditation, and then I'd let, my higher self, my whatever inner power guide me through. But I felt a little bit of the imposter syndrome, thinking like, should I be doing this? Is this okay? Will this come out right? Will people like it? I'm now offering another thing that I'm doing. I've been launching for a while now, a conscious leadership course. And I've done some free trainings, and then I did a paid training. And the first time I was launching the paid one, I was like, is this for me? Should I do this? But the truth is, I've been studying this for years, but I've never stopped and put together a course about conscious leadership. Most of the things that I teach are related very directly with conscious leadership because it's working on yourself. But the thing is, I had never done it at the masses in a way, right? In Spanish to a group of people and getting paid for it. So suddenly I felt a little bit uneasy. I felt a little bit uncomfortable. I felt the imposter syndrome. So I embraced it. I validated that I felt like that. I validated that I was a little bit scared. And I kept on going. And the course so far, people are loving it. So when we start becoming friends with the imposter syndrome, understanding that there's a part of us that is feeling uneasy because it hasn't normalized, it hasn't done this as long as it needs to. And that doesn't mean 1, 2, 3, 4. Some people might need more time. Some people might need less time, because I work with people that tell me, but Tommy, I've been doing this now for a year. Okay, but there is something going on that maybe you haven't normalized. And suddenly they say, oh yeah, the thing is I've done it, I don't know, for free, or I've done it for blah, blah, blah. For these kind of people, now I'm doing it for something changed in the equation, and the mind is feeling the imposter syndrome again. Seriously. I've been doing this work for 16 years, offering lectures around the world, working with thousands of people and everything. And a couple of months ago, I launched this new product service that I'm offering, a new course to conscious leaders, or people that want to become conscious leaders and be able to work with their emotions to create high impact around people. It's the first time I'm offering something like that, and I feel the imposter syndrome. Is there something wrong with me? No, I'm just teaching something in a little bit different way that I used to, and now I'm getting a little bit uncomfortable. But I'm getting through it. I have 23 people in the course that I just launched, right? People are loving it. So that's the important thing. So again, the imposter syndrome is not something bad. It's just telling you that you need more time to practice, to get used to this, to normalize this, to then help you overcome that and be able to do even more. Let me know what you think here in the comments. I would really like to listen to what you think about what I shared. If you heard this about the imposter syndrome, if you struggle with the imposter syndrome, if you have tried this in the past, let me know what you think. And if this is resonating and you want to learn more about how the mind works and how to start making changes, how to overcome the challenges that the entrepreneur journey is going to bring to the surface, write the word free and we'll share free training with more insight. I share in that training the 3 main roadblocks that most entrepreneurs are going to hit, and don't let them move forward and get stuck and stop growing the business. So if you want to know more, just write the word free underneath. I will share that free training with you to help you start making changes. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoy this. Let me know, send me some comments so I can read them afterwards.